Well, on an occasion like this, we really never did this, so we neglected to do it for our past sort of milestones, and we wanted to do it tonight, which is, I have to read them because I'll forget some people, and I'm still probably forgetting some people. But we want to thank certain people because something like this doesn't go on for 30 years without a real collaborative effort. So, starting with Jimmy Markovich back there. Jimmy's been with us ever since the beginning, and he just does a tremendous job for us day in, day out. We love you, Jimmy. We appreciate you.
He's our man. He's our sound man right up there, folks.
We want to thank you. That's it. Give it up for Jimmy. You see him all the time. Ed Staub, we want to thank Ed, because our guitar techs. We want to thank Ted Sloan and Steve Ilovsky, who help us out all the time. We want to thank Dave Rogan and Tom Cummings, who film for us from time to time. Looking at the guys up here, we have to thank, first and foremost, I mean, we're kind of celebrating 30 years of friendship, as well as 30 years of music. And we value that an awful lot. Starting with that man right there, Kevin Valentine. He's simply the best drummer any of us have ever played with or ever will. He's the best. Comes in from LA, we gotta acknowledge him. Marty Lee, who's been with us. Years ago, we set up in Jerry's recording studio in New Brighton. We just introduced each other to ourselves, shook hands, and within a half hour we were cutting Agnes. I think we cut Agnes, I Can't Hear You, in the track for Aaliyah on that night. And we barely knew each other's names, but it was magic. And we'll thank Al Britton McLean in absentia, who's a wonderful bass player who couldn't be here tonight. But we are lucky to have Paul Gall, who's been with us almost as long as anyone else. And Paul's been with us for like 20 years. He's a rock, a solid person, great singer, and we're just so lucky to have such a great band with great people. We want to thank our longtime manager, Mike Belkin, who's here tonight, who's been with us for the entire 30 years. I want to thank a new addition to our team who came on with the King Cool company, so to speak. And he's the only guy I know who's less laid back than I am, and that's Gary Medved. He's a Pittsburgh guy. He was a fan of the band. I knew he'd be perfect in our team, and he is, and we appreciate him. I want to thank, along with this whole beer thing, we want to thank Allied Distribution. Yeah. A lot of them are here tonight, and they've done a great job. We look forward to working with them. I actually want to thank my lawyer, our lawyer. I've never done this because I don't have to tell you why. But this guy did a great job, and his firm did. His name's Greg Zoller from Clarity in O'Hara. We had some trouble with some of the licensing stuff. He helped, he pushed it through, and I want to thank him. In a big way, we want to thank WDVE. Not just for tonight, but not just for the last 2 weeks of promoting this show, but for 30 years of doing it for us. And I'm going to miss some people, but without them, I don't think we're here tonight. And we have to acknowledge them. Jimmy Cran, Randy Bauman, Michelle Michaels, Val Porter, Anthony Alfonsi, Joe Steeman, Sean McDowell, and I know I'm forgetting some people, and I'm sorry, I can't remember them all. We want to thank the diehards, and I mean that sincerely. Glenn Ratner and the folks up there who about 10 years ago started this Maverick website, and maybe at a time in our careers when, you know, we were maybe feeling like, well, you know, is it really worth it? They kind of let us know it was still, and their input and their friendship and fanship has been meaningful. I forgot to thank Mark Tirabasti, and I want to thank him. He's the guy that provides a lot of the backline here. He sits in once in a while when Kevin can't come in, I want to make sure I acknowledge him. Now, I'm sure I'm forgetting some people, but we also want to do something for you. Gary, are you right? Why don't you? I'm going to let Gary Medved do this one.
He looks like Lance Armstrong.
He does, yeah.
He looks like a tall Lance Armstrong. Go, Lance!
Yeah!
So that video that we did when I was out at the brewery, I made damn sure that I got the very first bottle off the assembly line. There's only one man here tonight that's fitting to hold the first bottle production of King Cool Light. Thank you for letting me be part of this family. It's been a great 12 months.
Don't drop it, Donnie!
Don't drink it! Don't drink it either! Don't drink it either!
And look nice.
Let's get down with some more music.